very, very nice. So can we just hold on a second? Can we do self.memory? Self.memory, and I'm just gonna copy this over to here, where we are going to do body.memory, and this one would need to be body.memory also. Come on. Right, segmentation fault. Memory is 0x, fine. Okay. Let's try this again. So self.memory is all wrong. So let's go self.memory. Right, so this one, I'm just gonna do that. Just gonna change this to any, not anti. And let's try this again. Okay. So body.memory is fine. Yeah, it's pretty much the same as pointer, but self.memory is kinda weird. Self.memory.pointer is uninitialized. Huh. Self.memory.pointer is uninitialized for some reason. And why is that? Test alloc int from pointer buffer. So actually, let's also try to do this here. Just gonna add that, and this would be node to pointer. Okay. Right, so pointer to node has the correct value for memory.pointer, but this one here just kind of shits the bed. That one there is wrong. How come? How come this one changes? Right, so let me just do that again, but this time with this body here. Let's see. Well, yeah, because this one is never called, actually. We never go through that init function there. So we should be fine. But I guess that for some reason, yeah, I don't know actually. Body.memory, so this one here, let's mark it as checked. Right, I can type. So this one here, we know that it's correct. Wherever we are printing the pointer, we are also going to mark it as checked. Right, so these two we have no doubt about. This one here, pointer to node, is also okay. What is going on here? Pointer to node. This one is okay, so let's mark that as as checked also. So the only thing that remains is this here. So somewhere when we are using node index to pointer, which is basically just single place, which is just the free, we somehow do something that basically changes the state of self.memory. All right, so for now, just going to do so free self.memory, and then this would be self.memory.pointer. I'm just going to track it. Free self.memory is bad, but if we go up, self.memory is good in the case where we use our own memory. Yeah, so in this debug case, it's all right. Actually, let me just remove or just comment out all the debug code that we have here. Just want to track this problem. Right, so in our test code, node to pointer is set, and it's correct. Rather, the memory pointer is correct all the way through. But here, when we call free, so upon entering free, let's actually make sure. Okay. Let's make sure of that. So upon entering free, yeah. So here we print that upon entering free, and the values already conduct. Right. So if we go ahead and go down here, and we try just after the allocation to do debug print, and that would be test body.memory is, so we just print any, I guess, and this would be body.memory.pointer. Okay, and it's kind of bad here too. Let's try that here. So it should have been okay at some point, right? Okay, so it was okay here, and then it just got uninitialized for some reason. And why is that? Right, so let's try to move it just after this alloc call. All right, it's bad there. And if we move it just before the alloc call, what do we get? So just before the alloc call, we do have the correct value. So this alloc here does something to our allocator that basically changes how yeah, it basically changes how we use it. Right. So somehow, by going through the alloc implementation we have here, we are doing something to it that basically changes it. Right, so let me do this actually. I'll just get that and I'll put it right here after the after getting the self pointer, and then well, yeah, let's just do it there for now, and let's do it here and then here. Okay. So here we are allocating. So actually, this one should be alloc. This one should be free 1 and free 2. All right. So alloc, we have the correct value in free 1. So upon entering this, we already have the wrong value. Okay. So what is going on? Right, let's do something here. I'm just going to, let me just get that. And we are going to do self is any, and this would be self. So let me just check that that actually prints something. Oh, yeah. Let me just do that then. Yeah, that's not what I wanted to do. This should be that, and this should be this. So free self is that at this address here. It's fine. And now I just want to check that I'm working on the same self in both the alloc and free. Of course. So self. Where is self? Sure. Let's try this again. So self is CD0, and for free it's also CD0. Okay. So the two are pointing to the same address, so they should see exactly the same thing. So what exactly is the problem here? So self.free takes a pointer to self. And if we, let me borrow that. So free self is just pointer, and then this goes. So at some point, the thing we're pointing to should be either changed or the memory is overridden somehow. Right, so let's see here. So in alloc, self is this pointer here, and it stays the same throughout. So why is our memory getting clobbered here? What is going on? Yeah, it just feels like this memory gets reset somehow. Okay, so I tried a few things, and here's what I can say. So if I just remove this alloc block, the problem seems to disappear. If I put it back, then we get the problem back. Now, so let me try one more thing. Let me try to do something like so. Slice is sure, and I'm just gonna do this. And of course, it's gonna complain about that. Now, so see the problem here. The problem is that slice, the pointer to slice is exactly the same pointer to self.memory. And right. And if I go back here and I just take this, and I do something like so, this one is after. Right. So what do we have here? So the pointer to memory is this, but we are seeing this inside the slice. Or rather, this is the pointer to the slice is overwritten, whereas the pointer to our memory is okay. Now, the question is, are we doing something funny? So here, let's go through the allocation process here manually. I think at some point, yeah, we are calling row alloc, and this would just call our basically vtable. And then once we get that, we get a byte pointer from it, and we memset that byte pointer with undefined. And that pretty much is what we are seeing. So basically the A's here are the value of undefined. So this might give us a clue to what's happening behind the scenes. So basically, working hypothesis here is that we allocate memory, we return a bad pointer that points to our slice, and our slice gets overwritten with undefined. Yeah, so that's the hypothesis anyway. So let's also try to do something else. If I go ahead and do length, of course, yeah, as we can see, let's just do okay, clear. Yeah, so our length is also clobbered, so that might confirm our hypothesis somewhat. So let's go ahead and see what we allocate. So here I will print so res, and just gonna do this, see what we get. So what is res? So res seems to point at the same pointer that our memory is pointing to. Yeah, okay. Gonna have to tidy up the logs a bit though. So memory pointer is memory field pointer. Okay, this one here is memory pointer, and this one here is length, and this one here is memory pointer. Okay. Right. So memory pointer is whatever that is. And actually, let me also do something else here. Yeah, we're gonna need that. So buffer is allocated here. Let me help that with a bit of this. So buffer is allocated here. Our memory pointer points to that. That's correct. We are allocating from that still, which is correct. So at some point we are overwriting this memory pointer here with undefined, and length is also clobbered, so maybe it's not what we thought that would be. So let's try to see what we are doing here. So res is that, and if we go back to allocator, what do we do with res? So that expects a byte pointer, and then we just go from byte pointer 0 to byte count, and we memset that with undefined. Right. So we get this res, and we just go ahead and memset it with undefined. And if I try to do something like this, just get the address of res itself. Yeah, well, that's not really what I wanted to do, though. No, what I wanted to do is int from pointer of res. Yeah. And int from pointer of res, of course, we need to display that as hex. Yeah, and it's the same as our buffer, so that is okay. So I have no idea why this is not working. Well, that's all I have time for today. We are almost there on our body allocator. I can see the end of the tunnel. We just need to debug the issue we have. As always, if you've liked this type of content, hit like, subscribe. If you have a question or a remark of any kind, leave them down below, as it helps the channel and it also serves as motivation for me to keep churning out these types of videos. As always, until next time, I'll see ya. Fucking out.